DACA Dreamers Moving Forward. This is your admin, Immigration Attorney Parviz Malakouti. Today's May 17, 2020, and as we enter these last several weeks that we're waiting for a Supreme Court decision on DACA, I know the anxiety level, the concern level, the stress level is very high, and so I wanted to say a few words of encouragement, make a point or two, and actually make a suggestion or two for some of you who might find solace in some of these activities. So the first thing I want to say is it's really important in this time to remember that regardless of what decision comes down from the Supreme Court, our movement does not end. It doesn't stop. Our movement continues forward. Whatever the decision is going to be, we're going to adapt, adjust, and pivot based on that. And we're going to move forward with new strategies, new techniques to get what you want and what you deserve, what you need, of course, which is both DACA and then eventually a pathway to residency and citizenship. So remember, our movement is not going to end whenever that decision comes down. And the way we're going to continue the movement, what we're going to rely upon, what we're going to hold as a critical factor is our community, the community of dreamers, the community of dreamer advocates. Okay, so people in this group helping one another, talking to one another, helping whether it be by providing a resource or information, making calls to congressmen, senators, whatever it may be. Okay. The next thing I want to say is that for some of you that may be feeling a little bit restless, maybe feeling like, oh, there's nothing you can do, you just have to sit and wait, you wish you could do something, I just have two suggestions for you. The first is, if you're willing to take any action to advocate on behalf of dreamers once the decision comes down, give a little bit of thought to what you'll be willing to do. So if, for example, if the decision comes down against DACA, are you willing to talk to media? Are you willing to give a story, a first-person account to media that could be published? Are you willing to call your senators? Are you willing to call your congresspeople? Are you willing to attend a protest? Are you willing to organize? Are you willing to communicate? What are you willing to do? Just think about it, just so that once the opportunity arises, you'll be locked and ready to go. The second thing is, if you're feeling restless and you want to take some action, consider completing some or all of the actions in my suggested Dreamer Bootcamp. If you remember, the Dreamer Bootcamp is a list of pretty much 6 to 9 items that any dreamer can do to increase their chances of gaining immigration status. So if you want to do something to prepare, to help yourself, start knocking off some of the actions on that list. And if you want to find them, it's very easy to be found. They're on my channel, they're in our group. I have many posts about these items. I have them all over the place. So that's it for this message. Remember, keep your head up. Regardless of what happens, we move forward with the movement. If the Supreme Court comes down for DACA, against DACA, all we're going to do is adapt and adjust, just like every other movement in our history, just like any other civil rights movement. We adjust. And so that's it. Good luck, everybody. I hope you have a great week.